from Swansea, Mass. Number 12, Jacob Castro. A senior from Burlington, Mass. Number 5, Jake Moreira. A senior from Norwood, Mass. Number 7, Banjil Katula. A sophomore from Mansfield, Mass. Number 8, Dylan Daniker. A senior from New Bedford, Mass. Number 9, Matt Ears. A sophomore from Farhaven, Mass. Number 10, Joe Moorhead. A freshman from Fall River, Mass. Number 13, Gabe De Oliveira. A senior from Whitman, Mass. Number 15, Tony Centeo. A freshman from Weymouth, Mass. Number 17, Declan Foley. A senior from Peabody, Mass. Number 18, João Carrera. And a freshman from Fall River, Mass. Number 21, Taylor Gonzalez. The head coach of the Corsairs is Henry Almeida. And now the starting lineup for the Panthers of Plymouth State University. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Stockholm, Sweden. Number 1, Linus Lindeberg. A senior from Winchester, England. Number 2, Daniel Shaw. A sophomore from Gothenburg, Sweden. Number 9, Eric Armstrong. A junior from Melbourne, Australia. Number 11, Cam Bunn. A sophomore from Milton, Vermont. Number 15, Brian Brown. A junior from Carina, Finland. Number 16, Yoni Hanisto. A senior from Fremont, New Hampshire. Number 17, Micah Peterson. A junior from Bristol, Vermont. Number 18, Jackie Gordon. A senior from Mount Kisco, New York. Number 19, Juan Rivera. A freshman from Milford, Mass. Number 20, Andre Oliveira. A senior from Fredrikstad, Norway. Number 23, Truls Yusuf. And the head coach of the Panthers in his 17th season is Rob Wright. At this time, we ask you to please join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So now we get underway. We are back. So Alex, game's about to get underway here. Again, what do you feel like is going to be one huge crucial difference in this match that one team can do well in order to succeed? Well, I mean, both teams are going to be playing their best. I don't know of any really crucial difference other than just putting your 110% effort in. As an athlete here, I play baseball here. These conference games are ever so most important. You only have a few every season. Both teams haven't played a conference game yet. During the baseball season, we have non-conference games. Those are kind of our practice games to get our feet under ourselves, get ready for the conference games. We might not play our best players in those games to get them reps. So if we have an injury or something, we'll have them get in and they'll have their reps. So this is an important game for both teams, and I really don't know who's going to have the edge. But looking at the stats, it looks like the Panthers might
But who knows, these conference games, anything can happen.
I have to agree with you there. It really matters on the daily, who the coach is putting in, what their plan is up against the other team's plan. It really all matters on the day of the game. And that's what's great about soccer, and we're about to see a great 90 minutes of play here.
Yeah, I'm very excited. These teams are both going to be going at it, and I'm excited to see some of the top players and goaltenders make amazing saves today.
So the Plymouth State Athletic Department would like to recognize its corporate partners and encourage you to support them. That is Biederman's Deli, Lakes Region Coca-Cola, New Hampshire Air National Guard, Northeast Delta Dental, Merchants Auto, Fairfield Inn and Suites, and the Panther Pub and Grill. Thank you to our sponsors. Rob Wright looking content on the sideline. About to get this game going.
Are those different jerseys that they've worn before? They look different to me.
They do look a tad different now that you mention it. Yeah, the numbers are definitely different.
Interesting.
If I had more games under my belt here, I would definitely be able to tell you so.
It might be the green shorts. I think last time they wore white shorts. That might be what's throwing me off.
That could be it. But the numbers do look a little bit different. I kind of like it, though. You can kind of really distinctly tell who's out there right now from that distance.
Makes it easier for us.
Oh, for sure. So in terms of a back line here, you can expect Dan Shaw in the middle controlling things. Looks like he's playing center back there. Left center back to be exact.
There's a little breeze that's picked up coming into our face from far field to near field. I don't know if it'll have too much effect on those high fly balls, but we'll see.
We'll have to find out, because the Panthers like to play that east to west. And we're getting this game going here. Corsairs start with the ball in their backfield. Center back with it for the Corsairs. He sees a long cross up the left sideline. That goes out of play. It might get me, though, that their numbers are up on their shoulders, That might be a little bit harder to see from them standing
if they're not
towards us.
If they're not facing you, it's pretty small text. This is Micah Peterson.
Micah didn't get too much playing time in the last game, so he should have some really fresh legs right now.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him the last game I called either.
Ball on the left side of the field now. Plymouth with it. And goes out of play. Plymouth ball. Stepping up to take is Juan Rivera. It's a senior at 5'11".
Yeah, he's very fast. You can get down the field very, very fast.
We'll see how good his arm is here for this throw. It's right into the box, but headed away. Back out to Juan Rivera. And another throw in. They're inside the box now. Look like it was Dan Shaw getting up into the attack there. Unable to keep it at his feet.
Looks like we're going to be sending this ball deep on the goal kick. Yeah, goalie's motioning, goaltender's motioning forward.
Got a decent kick there from the goalkeeper, Jay Castro. Plymouth stepping up to defend it there. And chip is passed back to the Plymouth defense and sent up right onto the offense. That's a cross up the right sideline.
It's a good ball.
Very good ball for Joe Moorhead. Joe manages to keep that in off a Plymouth defender. And he enters the box, but poked away by Dan Shaw. Good defense there.
Yeah, Joe, he looked very fast, a lot of energy. He was my X factor today, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him.
Declan Foley with a throw in here. Far side.
Pretty good crowd here in the stands of Arrold Field. Probably about 3/4 full.
I'd have to say so myself. Decent size. Corsairs with the ball right up around the 18, passing it around, but well defended. Unfortunately there, it bounced straight to a Corsairs offender. Some hard defense there by Plymouth to get the ball back in their control. Great pass back. Headed up by Yulseth, but defended away by Declan Foley.
Looks like a game of volleyball out there, keeping the ball off the grass.
Just about. These volleys are incredible. It appears there was a foul there on Corsairs.
Well, this is a good opportunity for the Panthers. Pretty close, not too far out from the 18.
Say about 7 or 8 yards outside the 18-yard box. This is within striking distance for some of the Panthers strikers.
Yeah, good bending ball, could end up in the back of the net.
From this distance, too, the Panthers like to show a couple of trick plays, you know, have some guys over the ball.
Yeah, they have Cam Bunn, right, number 11 right there.
Cam Bunn and Dan Shaw over the ball currently. Standing very close. Here comes the shot. You get a third player involved now. You get a touch on it, and Dan Shaw with a rip.
It was very interesting.
Great chip to the inside. There's the goalkeeper. Jake Castro comes out to collect that one.
That was a good job coming out of his line and grabbing that ball.
Linus Lindenberg coming out to get that one, and he's bumped. Looking for a foul there. Thought he may have had one.
Yeah, it looked like a little bad bounce off Micah's head, number 17.
This is what I like to see the Panthers doing at the beginning of this game. Taking control of that ball, making these passes back. You know, as long as it's at their feet, they have the game in their hands. Good crosses. Corsairs trying to cut the field down.
Panthers are taking their time, looking for openings.
Definite foul there as Dan Shaw's cut down.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul.
Dan's got a big boot at the end of his, but he just passes it back to Linus.
Of course, they're staying back. They're not sending anyone up.
That gives the Panthers enough time to keep that ball in the back line. That managed to squeeze its way up along the far side, but defended well. That was Yoni Ongisto on the ball. Linus taking his time.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are taking their time, just conserving their legs and looking for openings to get a fast break.
It almost looked like it was a foul there on 18 for the Corsairs, but no up and over there. And a great ball through. There's Juan Rivera for another good ball through to Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown on the inside of the 18, and he misses wide left.
Just off the inside of his heel, you could tell he wanted to hit it a little bit in the front of his foot, but it ends up hitting his heel and going wide to the left side of the post.
It's unfortunate. I think he took a look down and take a look to see where that ball was, and yeah, you're right. He just missed it. Just missed the center of that ball.
Yeah, two good balls in a row. Good two passes up, one by Juan. That last one right there, right, had a good run for it and just missed the far post.
We have some Corsairs defenders around a man down in the box, but he looks like he's back up on his feet, ready to get going again. That's as Jake Castro puts the ball down for a kick.
Yeah, sending his players upfield.
Comes the kick, reaching about midfield. Ball out of play. Corsairs ball on the near side here.
This game kind of reminds me of kind of like a chess match. They're both taking their time, looking for the right move to make, and trying to, like the Panthers on that last attempt, they made their move and almost got a goal.
Very true. That's a great analogy there. Back on defense, Jackie Gorton with the ball, pressured hard by the Corsairs.
Good job to stay with it, though.
Gets the ball back, and in a shot, Linus Lindenberg getting out in front of that ball. That looked like it might have hit the post or gone in if he hadn't actually tried to get out for that one. And he hits it out wide, up the field, trying to keep it in there.
That was Juan Rivera.
What a great touch by the Corsairs to keep that ball up and over, but just goes out of play. That was Joe Moorhead with a good touch. Plymouth throwing. Looks for that long ball, but it's cut down. He can't get that one in the air. Corsairs with it.
That was a good step up to make that interception.
For sure, he was shadowing his man perfectly. That's a chip up. A little bit too much on it. Reaches Linus in net. He has control. Heavy pressure here by the Corsairs on offense. Yulseth and Andre Oliveira doing work there together in order to get to that ball. And he touches it around a Corsairs player and beats it to him with his speed.
That was awesome. That was a really cool move.
Very good touch, realizing he had the speed in order to beat him to get there. But shoulder-to-shoulder contact, the ball was pushed out. Corsairs ball. As that's kicked back to Linus, and he defends it well with his feet outside of the box. Ball just out of play on the far side. Tossed right back in, though. A great touch by a Plymouth player.
That's Cam Bunn.
Good eye there. I could not see the number. Cam Bunn.
Yeah, he has a nose for the back of the net. I think he scored 2 goals and has 2 assists already this season, so he's trying to add to his numbers.
Definitely one of the leading attackers for this team so far. We see in terms of points. I believe he has 10.
Corner kick.
And across here. Plymouth likes to get Dan Shaw, defender, up in these, seeing as though his height is beating a lot of the Corsairs players' heights.
I think this is Eric Armskog taking the corner.
Armskog with the kick. It's close to the net, deflected up and over.
Bending ball, I think he wanted a little more height on that. It kind of dove in a little early.
Nonetheless, it's cleared out. On the near side here, Panthers ball. Micah Peterson with a throw-in. Micah with a throw back. Great choice. Keep that possession.
This is something different that I've noticed the last time I was watching the soccer team play. They didn't seem like they were passing back in the backfield as much as they were, and as much as they are now.
It makes a huge difference. You know, when your team doesn't have the ball, you feel like you're missing something, obviously. So you're running around trying to get it, and you're wasting all that energy.
And especially those guys in the backfield have a better vision of the field. They have a more wide line of sight. They can see the entire field in front of them.
Corsairs with the ball. Try crossing it in between the defenders. Is he able to get there in time? He is. Crossing it out in front, though. Linus gets the ball.
It looked like that ball was going to be hit a little bit too hard, but it was actually perfect.
Trying to see the field here. Sends one long between the defense. It's a good ball, but defended away by number 18 there.
That ball goes in the road.
It's Joao Carrera.
Looks to be a corner kick for the Panthers. The ball's rolling all the way into the road. Hopefully it doesn't get ran over.
You got to lose a few of them here, you figure, you know, being next to the main road. Feeling pretty good about this corner right now. Plymouth with a lot of numbers close to the net. Looks like a
similar setup to their last corner they just took.
Trying to get confusion on the near side. I could see a cross close to the keeper here. Maybe another deflection early. Decent ball in, but the keeper collects. Jake Castro having no problem with that one at all.
Yeah, good job by Castro. That was a little bit better of a ball. It was a little higher, had a little more height to it, but not quite fast enough as the goalkeeper could come out and grab it.
And he boots it far. Those ones are hard to take down. Decently defended, though, by Micah Peterson.
Almost a little bicycle kick there, almost.
Yeah, he almost had one. He's just trying to get that out of play, really, and allowing his defenders to get back as the Corsairs switch the field. But it looks like it's a little bit too long. It's out of bounds. The Panthers can get this back. They have numbers up.
Taking their time, waiting for their players to make up field. That'll give the time for the Corsairs defense to make it back too. So
very true. There's two sides to that there. As the ref calls that one back. Says he took a few extra yards too many. Sione Ongisto on the throw-in. Tosses it back to Dan Shaw. Great chip there by Yoni. That ball is hanging on the line there. I don't know how that one didn't go out. Plymouth ball in the middle here. Able to get it back. Just missed Micah Peterson on the outside. Coach is yelling for him. Saying, look for Peterson.
That was some good footwork by Armskog there in the middle of the field. Dazzling a couple moves there between his legs.
Good injury timeout here at the moment. Number 13, Gabe De Oliveira. Looks like he's rolling his ankle and squeezing at it.
Looked like a yellow card was given out to Ryan Brown.
Ryan Brown with the first card of the match. De Oliveira right back up, though.
Sending all players downfield like they've done in the past.
It's a long cross in. Dan Shaw trying to defend that one. Looked like it was just a handball there, but he gets a shot off. That was Fangio Catula. His first shot of the day, missing wide. As Linus gets this thing going quickly, very short. Great ball over, and a bicycle kick to keep things going in the direction. That was a rough play there as the Corsairs clearly had a good spot on the ball.
That was some pretty big body contact there on the sideline.
I think the sun's reflecting just off their jerseys. I can't get whose number that is.
That's
down
Rivera,
there.
Juan Rivera.
Yeah.
Another throw in.
I think you're right. It's Rivera throwing it in. Good long throw. That looks like it might be a corner. It will be a corner for the Panthers. And they're going to send up Dan Shaw once again.
Women's soccer looks to continue their hot start to this season, a non-conference matchup against Curry College on Tuesday, September 18th. Kickoff is set for 4 p.m. with the New Hampshire Air National Guard pregame show starting at 3:30. This is, I think, their third corner kick of the game. They've had some good opportunity. Let's see if they can finish on this one.
It's a good cross in. A lot of confusion around the goalkeeper, but he's able to get his hands on it and secure that one.
That's the third time they've done that curving kick into the goal.
I think they might start working on something else on the next one.
Yeah, it hasn't been working out.
Stepped up well by Truls. Panthers doing an excellent job putting pressure on the Corsairs' backs as soon as they get the ball, making them feel it.
The Corsairs seem to they get the ball and they send it as far downfield as they can, hoping for something to happen, but so far Linus, our goaltender, has been doing a very good job.
I think Plymouth has been preparing for that long ball of the Corsairs, it seems like, in terms of just kind of taking in like a pillow of those long passes and then working it back out and around to keep that possession time up. Back to Shaw there in the center back. And that was cleared out well. Right over to Andre Oliveira. Unfortunately loses the ball.
I think the stats prove that they like that long ball because they've had 33 shots at Corsairs this season and only 2 goals. So they're taking those long shots, hoping for something to happen. But so far this season, with only 2 goals in their first 4 games, nothing has happened so far.
At this level, it's tough to play those long balls and try to be consistent with them, you know, make that your game plan. It's very hard to do that, you know, because there's just so many good defenders at this level that it's kind of more easy to defend. In high school, you can get away with that, you know, there's a lot more mistakes on defense, so those long balls at the side tend to work.
It's kind of like a Hail Mary in football. It's anyone's ball.
Exactly.
Jump up for it.
50-50. Great touch there, though. That was Ryan Brown, straight to the goalkeeper. Did a little flip afterwards. That was pretty cool. It's a long ball up, straight back to the Plymouth defense, taken down off the chest by Plymouth defender.
Just over 26 minutes left here in the first half.
It's Corsairs' ball on the far side. It's a throw-in.
This is one of the first times they've had the ball slow down in the Panthers' end to see if they can set something up here. They've been just kind of sending it down all game.
That one's chipped up. Shaw over the ball, trying to decide what to do with it. As he blocks off the defender, but he manages to get around him to keep it back in. Far side up the line. Plymouth trying to keep the ball in their control. Hacking away over there is Declan Foley.
It's Juan Rivera. They're both fighting for it. Oh, Panthers ball.
Ball back on the Panthers defense line. Peterson with the ball. Excuse me, that was Eric Armskog. Armskog back over the ball, sends it back to Shaw. Panthers still doing a good job keeping the ball in their control. Tough play there. The Corsairs kick it away. Thrown by Yoni. That's kicked in the middle by Yoni. Great cross, but defended by the keeper.
I think he was looking for Juan Rivera there, but he just had his back turned and didn't quite see the ball.
Jake Castro surely going to boot this one up to about midfield.
Yeah, that's been the common key. That's what they've been doing all game.
Ooh, that was a very tough way to land, especially after being hit. He took to the air trying to get his head on that ball, and it looked like the defender behind him made contact while he was in the air. And as you know, I'm sure that's not what you want to happen there. It looked like he hurt his back.
Yeah, those headers you jump up for can be dangerous. 2 big bodies going at it.
It's Corsairs' ball. Back around the 35.
Again, setting the ball all up, the full way upfield. They've been doing that all day.
And that's probably what they're looking for right there, is a Panther mistake.
Yeah, it's a good thing for the Panthers defense. They're pretty solid. They don't make too many mistakes, especially goaltender Linus.
It can be hard, though, with that sun in their eyes to take down that ball, you know, correctly. It's defended out, but taken down here by Truls Yulseth. Yulseth over the ball, looking for a cross to switch fields. Defended by Corsairs well, pushed up. And the Corsairs get a good touch upfield.
Not too many people in the middle of the field. They're going to try to center, it looks like.
Good cross on the inside, met by a Plymouth defender and pushed away. Back to Dan Shaw, pushes it outside. Like as you said, though, when you're playing that long ball up, that's also another thing that doesn't really work in your favor is you just don't have enough guys up there to get a cross in once that ball gets up there so fast.
And those guys try to get up there and they waste their legs. Their legs get tired, and then
by the end of the game,
by the end of the half, by the end of the game, you're going to have some tired legs and go to your secondary guys.
Very true. This Corsairs over the ball at the moment.
Looks like yet again sending it all the way up.
Switching the field there, taking it down. It's Matt Iris, and he sends a cross in. That one went all the way through. Looked as though number 5 there, Jake Marrera, was trying to come in and get a touch on it, but was just unable to. Ends in a corner for the Corsairs.
I think this is the first corner of the game for them.
Joe Moorhead there to take it, but over the ball now we see Taylor Gonsalves. So Gonsalves, he gets back into the box there himself.
Good attempt there, centering the ball. He got a foot on it just over the net.
That was a hard ball in there, about waist level. Those ones are extremely hard to get an idea of how you want to get a shot around, you know, because it's at your hips. What are you going to do?
You're going to use your chest, your head, or your knee.
Yep. So he got his leg up and around and unfortunately just put that one up and over. The game is still 0-0 with 20 minutes, 45 seconds here at Errold Field.
So far what I've seen, it looks like it's pretty even. I think Panthers have a little bit more possession and a little more control when they have the ball.
Ball around the midfield here, getting passed around between the two teams. But played open to the near side here. Number 13, Gabe De Oliveira. He tries to look for a give and go. Refs decide that's a Corsairs ball, meaning the substitute for the Panthers unable to get onto the field. It's a heavy touch there from the Corsairs. Number 7. That was a shot just about the 18, a little bit out in front of it.
That's Joe Moorhead adding to his shot total. He had a good lane, but he just seemed like he kind of did a little half shot. He could have put a little more into that, I think. But he's adding to his shots on goal total. I think for his season, he's leading the team. He's going to continue to lead the team.
Another big boot there from Jay Castros.
It's Joe Moorhead again, putting the ball in net.
These two teams really doing, well, sticking to their plan or strategy, I have to say. Really seems like neither of them have switched up their style of play yet.
No, I agree.
They're trying to see what they can get going, you know, seeing if their style of play will work. And if it starts to work, you know, it's like waterfall, man. You turn that faucet on and the goals start coming.
Definitely two different play styles between the two teams, but I mean, it hasn't worked for either one yet. We'll see which one comes out on top.
Declan Foley on the ball, throwing it in now. It's far side. One thing I've noticed, too, that teams end up doing against the Panthers late in the game is they end up getting those short give-and-go passes because they find it's like one of the only things that can work up against this Panther defense. And even that, we noticed with the Gators, Panthers were able to defend that well and then turn it into a counterattack and score. We'd like to see that here today from the Panthers, but clearly their style of play, they're trying to get going. As we see now, there is a substitute for the Panthers. It's number 12 coming on for 19. Alyosha Westbrook replacing Juan Rivera. And Roberto Dos Santos replacing Jake Marrera.
Westbrook is a California native from Los Angeles. We have people from all over the world on this team.
Tell you what, it's a very diverse group, and they love it that way. There's a bunch of really good soccer players. They get them out here from a bunch of different areas. And under this Plymouth program, they do a good job uniting them and getting them to work together. And in turn creating success.
Aren't many of the players from European, from England, Sweden, Switzerland?
Yes, yep. We got a bunch of players from Sweden. We have players from
Australia. Yeah, Sweden and England seem like the majority.
Norway, we got a Norway.
Very cool.
England. It's unbelievable, really. We have a timeout here, though.
They're all getting water. They're going to need it. It's hot, humid.
This might be a water break timeout.
Yeah, need on a warm day like today. Field hockey looks to stay undefeated in the Little East Conference play when the Panthers host Pittsburgh State on Wednesday, September 19th at 6 p.m. down at New Hampton School. Be sure to catch all the action start at 5:30 with the New Hampshire Air National Guard pregame show.
So we see the players taking the field back now. Still scoreless here in this match. 18:51 left to play in this first half.
You see some of these UMass Dartmouth players down here. They look pretty tired. They're getting their water.
Playing that long ball all game really stretches those legs, gets you tired out quick.
It's good to see all the players getting hydrated. Everyone stay healthy on the field today.
So from what you've seen so far, Alex, what do you think has been the Panthers' best form of defense? What do you think they've been doing well on defense in order to keep this a scoreless game?
Well, it seems like they have most of the defenders and midfielders have a good vision for the field. They can see what UMass Dartmouth is planning on doing. They step up and intercept that pass right at the right time. And they have a good vision for the field, and that's kind of like the sixth sense of sports, predicting where the ball is going to be, almost like predicting the future.
Exactly. I think that's right. They've been doing a good job shadowing and even realizing when they should step up on the back of defenders, doing a great job putting the pressure on, making them feel like they're right there like that. Yulseth getting the foul there, getting a chip on.
You see Westbrook out there. He had fresh leg. You can tell he's zipping around the field.
Alyosha Westbrook, he's been a great attacking player. He's been doing a lot of work in order to get himself in position and to create assists for his teammates.
He has the kind of speed where you just can send the ball upfield and he can get it and put it in the back of the net.
Westbrook there, like we were saying, yeah, using that speed. He almost got a touch on that ball, putting it down on the last defender. That would have been most likely a shot opportunity.
So far in this game, the Panthers have had a few more scoring chances than the Corsairs. They've been kind of dominating. They've had more possession. They're going to continue that. They're moving everyone upfield right now.
I'd say recently, though, it's been mostly a midfield game here. The ball just bouncing around between the two.
Yeah. Earlier in the game, they had more opportunities. Now it's kind of just a midfield game.
I think the Panthers are going to be looking to get some more shot opportunities right about now. Jules Yulseth over the ball at the moment. It's well defended by the Corsairs.
That looked like a little body shove, though. Like he couldn't keep the ball in. He kind of shoved his almost out of bounds.
De Oliveira doing a lot of work to put some pressure on Yulseth in the corner. Forces it out. That's a goal kick now. Jake Castro showing off his legs there, getting another big boot in the ball. Back and forth between the Corsairs and the Panthers. Looked like a foul there. It's a silly foul, though. There wasn't much going on. I think somebody just got tripped up trying to get back to defense.
I'd look to see Dartmouth send the ball upfield again. That's what they've been doing, and maybe they'll get a bounce their way past midfield.
Here comes the cross.
Put a little bit too much on that, but that's exactly what they've done. They've been sending the ball all the way upfield from wherever they are on the field.
Lindenberg's just been reading it all day. Trying to get a touch on that and then flailing around for the kick. It was Fangio Catula.
They sent Westbrook on that, but the ball got intercepted by a Corsairs defenseman. That would have been a good opportunity.
Now we see some East and West play from the Corsairs with some great give and goes. Unbelievable touch by Westbrook there. Ryan Brown heading up onto it into the 18-yard box. He's looking for a cross. He crosses to Westbrook, who takes the shot directly at the goalkeeper.
That was good hustle by both Westbrook and Brown. That was very impressive to watch.
Very unfortunate there for Westbrook. He wishes he could get that one back. I think his eyes just got a little bit too big for the moment.
That reminds me of the shot that was taken earlier in the game, just wide of the post. They kind of should have just taken their time, took a big shot, and instead they kind of just get rid of it as fast as they could. It didn't end up working out.
I'm sure they'll get some more opportunities here still in the first half with 15 minutes left. Ball back on the Plymouth side now. Good touch by the Corsairs, and he'll play it into some open field to be run upon.
Yeah, a lot of open field here on the near side.
Not enough space though. The ball travels out of bounds. Plymouth ball, where Micah Peterson is on it. Micah not getting too much action over here on the near side.
Early in the game he had some, but yeah, of late they've been kind of staying to the far side.
Ball back and forth between the Corsairs and Plymouth still. Peterson with a good pass. Right up to Yulson.
A little too hard on touch there, but good ball movement overall.
Oliveira fighting to get the ball back there. He gets a little handsy. And that's not what you want to see from Oliveira. Referee looking like he's going to call him back and maybe give him a card for that. Or maybe just a talking to. He's very fortunate to get a talking to there. I think the ref was thinking about giving him a card for obstruction with play there.
Yeah, I think he was spared on that one.
Joao Carrera with the ball there. It's a good cross in. Linus Lindeberg doing what he can to knock the ball away with his fists.
I think they put some steel toes on these Corsairs cleats. They're all pounding the ball all the way down the field.
No kidding, yeah.
All have big boots.
Almost a great cross in. Looking for Roberto Dos Santos on the inside of the box there, but unable to get to him. Plymouth with the ball, working around midfield, looking to cross the ball up into some space, but taken away at midfield by the Corsairs. Back to Panthers here. Westbrook with a good touch on the ball. Truls Yulseth.
Good idea, just a little too heavy.
He got a good angle underneath that ball to get some backspin. I think if he just didn't hit it so far, it would have created that backspin, slowed that ball right down perfectly for him, but too much on it. Dan Shaw with a cross up and in now. Looking like it could be played. Corsairs take it down off the foot and played into some open space along the near side. It's a Panthers ball. Yulseth trying to get on it quick, but Alyosha Westbrook saying nope. I'm going to slow this one down, take our time here, get some numbers up.
Looks like they're going to do a far throw in this one. I've seen Westbrook throw it in all the way across the field almost.
And there it is.
Anyone's ball.
Taken down on the outside of the box here. Looking to get some space to shoot, but kicked away by the Corsairs. And now it's the Corsairs on the counterattack, pushing up the field. We have number 11 there, Roberto Dos Santos with the ball, but defended well. This is Panthers. They were there for that one.
Yeah, they had one guy on the Corsairs coming up and two Panthers back to defend him.
Declan Foley getting ready to start this one back up again with a throw-in. Westbrook hopping in front of that one and getting a foot on it. Bouncing around and ends up out, but Panther ball, and he throws it in. Back to Westbrook. Good idea there with the pass back. Getting some time for that pass up. Back to Westbrook. Panthers filling in behind, trying to create some space.
Something interesting I've noticed, I don't think there's been one offsides call all game. Usually you see quite a bit.
That is correct, and it's very weird actually now with the game plan that you mentioned. Yeah, the Corsairs playing that long ball in. Very surprised that we haven't seen any offsides plays by them yet. But that could also be what the Panthers are doing well, you know, kind of avoiding trying to get that offsides, just staying far enough behind the defenders so they can't get that long ball through and maybe, you know, have to end up with the refs making a decision. That's not what you want. You'd rather defend the ball rather than the refs make that offsides call, get lucky on it.
Yeah, it seems like the Panthers defense have been staying back, I think that's why there's no offside called so far. They've done a good job keeping the game clean. Other than that one timeout for water, it's been a pretty smooth game.
Throw into the Corsairs there. But Plymouth ending up with the ball back. Corsairs having a tough time keeping the ball on their feet with those small touches. I think the Panthers have been doing a really good job with the small touches today. Cross to the inside to Westbrook, who has some space here, creating more for himself. And it's a shot up and over the bar there.
Another good opportunity.
Looks like it was Mark Harrington, number 6.
Harrington, a little bit too much on it, just right over the crossbar.
Westbrook doing what he could to create enough space there, get the ball out in front of himself. He made a pass over the front of the 18-yard box, and Mark Harrington was there, just like you said, too much over it.
And another good opportunity. That's the third opportunity I've seen the Panthers really had to score it today.
It's all about keeping your back over that ball, you know, and your knee. Great header to get the ball up. Good volley for the Corsairs, and they're still over the ball. It's another through ball, blocked down by Shaw.
Good defense there. Really good defense by the Panthers and Shaw.
Looking for a handball, and I think the refs are trying to decide what this is now. I think the assistant referee had a flag up there as the Corsairs tried to make a cross in. Dan Shaw, they're saying that it might have hit his hands. That turns out to be a Panthers ball, actually.
Yeah, it turns out not to be a handball.
Corsairs were really looking for that handball there. Any opportunity to get that.
That would have been good field possession for them.
Exactly. Into space for Peterson. He's got time. Micah Peterson with a long ball up to Alyosha Westbrook. Touched out by the Corsairs. Plymouth ball. He's going to look to throw this one in quickly. Decides to take his time. It's a wise decision there, allowing for numbers to get up. Andre Oliveira over the ball, and he tosses it inside for a great chip up and over.
Slipped through the hands of
Jake Castro there. That was very close. I think Castro just knew it was going to be coming in soft, realizing he had to get off his line there to get there, and just bobbled it. You see Oliveira trying to come in and finish. Nonetheless, it's Corsairs' ball up the side, but they get rid of it to the Panthers. Near side here. Good first touch. Over to Westbrook near side. Westbrook fighting for the ball. He has 3 defenders on him. Third defender comes rushing in. The referee not liking what he's seeing. Number 13, that's Gabe De Oliveira. He's getting a little rough on the inside against Westbrook.
Yeah, a little roughness after the play.
Well, the ref still gives the ball to the Corsairs. It's a bunch of confusion on the field at the moment as players are switching sides. Panthers getting ready to defend.
Both teams looking for a foul on the other team.
Here's captain Joao Correa. Looking to put his team up on the board with an assist, and he crosses that one in long. Defended out. Far corner flag by Dan Shaw. The Corsairs just tipped that one away. It looked like it might have been deflected off a Panther defender, though, as it's a corner.
Yeah, it was.
Dos Santos on the corner flag, getting ready to toss this one in.
Corsairs haven't had the best luck in corner kicks today. Maybe they'll change it up on this one.
It's cross in, and it's pushed out there. Plymouth over the ball, looking like he was tripped up a little bit. And he was. The ball's going to be brought back. Great cross up the field. Another good touch to Westbrook. But the defender for the Corsairs there doing well to get rid of it.
Nate Roberts steps up and almost gets into some free territory, but it gets kicked out of bounds by Corsairs.
We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half. When there aren't any scores like this, it seems like this can be a very long half, too.
There's been some excitement, some good goal opportunities for both teams, mostly for the Panthers, but this was a very similar to the field hockey game I covered last night. Panthers were dominating the whole first half, but couldn't put a ball in the back of the net. And then finally in the second half, 2 quick goals. Maybe that will happen today in the second half.
The second half is always different here in college soccer.
You can tell some teams see how much they condition. The team that conditions more usually does better in the second half.
Very true. We'll see who is better conditioned. It's a throw in for the Panthers there. Trying to chip it up to Westbrook, and he manages to get the ball. 2 defenders on him. And it usually seems like there's always 2 defenders on Westbrook. It's amazing to see how long he can actually keep the ball at his feet for.
Yeah, he's like glue on his feet. He's very good with the ball.
Right? Yeah, those small touches are crucial. Especially when you don't have, their style of play hasn't really been the give and go, so you don't have too many of your own players around you close enough to recover that ball if that happens.
Hey, be sure to follow Plymouth State Athletics all season long on social media. Find us on Facebook at PSU Athletics and Twitter and Instagram at PSU Panthers. Be sure to follow and support your Panthers on social media today.
Here comes the cross for the Panthers.
That's Armskog again.
Armskog, same style. I think it was going straight at the keeper.
That one had a little bit more mustard on it.
Most certainly.
Yeah.
You see the Corsairs rubbing his head there. That was Taylor Gonsalves. Maybe with a little bit of a headache after that one. An Armskog kick.
Do it all over again.
And there's the cross, same ball. Defended out well by the keeper. Another ball in from Armskog. This one's high at the back of the box. Touchdown and inside of the 18-yard.
Way out of there.
Looked as though Antonio Hood was trying to get a good shot there, but got way too far underneath the ball and raised it up. Panthers not lacking in opportunities here in the first half. I believe they've had about 4 good opportunities to score on net. One thing I wish they would do a little bit differently is maybe those corners. We've been seeing way too much consistency.
You know, the last one, Castro did a good job. The goalkeeper for Dartmouth did a good job stepping up and getting his hands in there.
Very true. Touched away by Corsairs, but getting the ball back well was Mark Harrington there. He really put all of it in there. Shaw getting that upfield, far side. Too big of a touch, that's out of play. Was it defended out of play, or was that?
It looks like a corner kick.
Yeah, it was defended out of play.
Just 2 minutes left in this first half.
Another kick for Armskog.
Urgency is going to start setting in for either team. Only 2 minutes left in this half. Get a goal before halftime. That's a lot of momentum going your way for the second half.
A lot of momentum. That's exactly what the Panthers would like to see. Be something to talk about. Good cross in, a little bit different.
Yeah, that was crossing into the back post as opposed to the close post to that corner.
A little bit more on that, yeah, and looked like Dan Shaw was trying to get up for it, and it might have been defended away up and over the back there, but resulted in a kick by the goalie there. Jake Castro on the ball.
Looks like Castro's going to show off his big boot again, kicking the ball all the way upfield.
Headed up high by the Corsairs. Just touched out of bounds by Oliveira there. Good ball in there off the knee.
Roberts with a whiff.
Far side now. Eric Armskog with speed, but a great slide tackle by the Corsairs to slow that one down and allow his defense to get back.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Closing in on the final seconds here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That will do it for the first half.
That's it for the first half, as you said. It's been scoreless here as we see two different play styles from both teams. We see the long ball coming from the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs, and you really see more controlled possession end of the game from the Panthers. For the second half, what are you going to be looking for each team, Alex?
Oh, well, what I've seen in the first half, I think they're just going to continue to what they're doing. Both teams haven't succeeded, but they both have had some success. Panthers, I think, are going to stay with the same play tactic. They've had many opportunities. I think they're just going to wait for the right bounce for the ball to get in the back of the net. Corsairs, I think they should, in my opinion, I think they should change up their way of play. Maybe only do the long ball in certain times, not every time, so they can get more opportunities and more players up in the field and challenge the Panthers defense a little bit more.
I like that. I'd like to actually see the Panthers. Welcome back to the second half of this matchup between the Plymouth Panthers and the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. The score is still 0-0, and we expect to see a fulfilling second half here.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if either team is going to make an adjustment of their play type, their defending type, and also their attacking. Corsairs have attacked very similar the whole first half, with kicking the ball far downfield and hoping a bounce goes their way, or one of their forwards touches it in the right way that it'll end up in the back of the net. Hasn't happened for them yet, so maybe they'll be changing up their play type. The Panthers had pretty good opportunities in the first half. They might stick with their type of play, but we'll see.
As we get this thing going, and we get a long ball up here, getting some good quick touches in there, almost a great give and go. Panthers starting off hot. They want to get a quick early goal out here, get the lead in the second half.
Yeah, they get their legs rested from the halftime and trying to get one in quick.
Yoni Ongisa with a throw in there to Westbrook. Good touch on in. And a great shot. That would have ended up on net, but deflected off number 15 there, Tony Centeo of the Corsairs.
That was Roberts with a big kick trying to get it in close.
It's a Panther throw in on the far side.
Quick attack for the Panthers. They're already deep into the Corsairs' end, and they'll get something going here.
Westbrook with that long throw in. You know he's going to be looking for heads inside that box.
Yeah, people are setting up near the box, or near the goalie.
The throw is in. It's touched out by a defender of the Corsairs, controlled by them as well, and sent up long. On the sideline, there's Robert Dos Santos with the ball. He gets a touch out in front of a Plymouth defender. Looked like it was Nate Roberts there to defend that one for the Panthers, doing a great job.
Nate Roberts showing his wheels on that play, moving his feet very fast. He's keeping up with, I think that's Dos Santos.
It was Dos Santos, and he's got some speed too, so in order to keep up with him, that was a great job. Up to Westbrook. Good ball. Oliveira trying to get a touch up to Westbrook, and he runs through the ball. Great job by him.
Yeah, I think Westbrook didn't start the game today. He was subbed in, and looks like they're staying with him for the second half.
That is correct. Westbrook taken down there on the far side of the field over by the corner flag. He was trying to get a cross in there. I think his defender knew he was beat. Ended up dragging him down. This is a good spot Yeah, so you get a great cross in.
It's like a corner kick with a little bit better of an angle.
Exactly. It might force the Panthers to kind of keep that ball on the outside of the 6-yard box there.
I think that's Armskog.
Armskog, they love him on the crosses. See what his foot can do here as he crosses it in low and hard. Straight across into the middle.
It went through everyone. Had a good lane it went through, but not on a Panther's foot.
It was almost pushed out there, but that was Mark Harrington who tried to get his foot around the ball. And fortunately, I think he was just too far in front of it and wasn't able to get around it. Ended up sailing it out. Nonetheless, here we are.
A rare short kick.
Corsairs trying to get some more possession, maybe you see, but wasting their opportunity there, passing it out of bounds. Micah Peterson doing his job to keep possession for the team. Passing it back. Back to Peterson.
Keeping that ball on the far side of the field so far in this half.
They get that ball to Dan Shaw, and they know that he's got a big foot. He was looking for a cross there. Unable to find one. And that's a chip up straight to the Corsairs players who take it down. Great job getting back was Oliveira, though, in midfield. Got a touch on it, but Corsairs end up taking that ball back. It's Robert DeSantos with the ball here in the 18-yard box, and he tries to make a play.
Little miss hit there, just kicks it right out of bounds.
I think that ball just got a little bit too far behind him, and I don't think it was a fancy play, but I think he was just trying to get that ball up in front of him in order to keep that play going, maybe get across. But passes it out of bounds.
Panthers doing a good job taking their time, passing it back, looking for openings.
It's a good touch there by Armskog. Dos Santos on the ball. His dribbling skills are unique. He's looking for a pass. Decent through ball. Looking for a shot up and over the bar. Using his left foot there was Vangil Katula.
I don't know, Zach, if you've noticed the same thing. It looks like they're not quite setting the ball up. They're taking their time doing those short passes like you mentioned, like we thought they would want to do to get success in this game. I think they did change up their way of play.
It's very correct. They need to see more possession time, I think, and coaches realize that. He's told his team to kind of calm down and make those smaller passes. It almost looked like there was two hands up there on Declan Foley.
Head-to-head contact. I think Armskog got hit in the head pretty good.
Armskog looking like he's not feeling too hot after that one. He's on his feet, though. Very strong player indeed. Might need a second of time here, though, as they prepare a sub for him. They set the sub back down. Armskog is good to go. And he flicks a great ball on there. That's number 25, Camasito.
Good header.
Very confusing play there. I think the ball got to the keeper first, and he went to kick it out. Ended up hitting his own player. Deflected back at him. Jake Castro with the boot. Shaw defended it out. But it's back at the midfield now, and a great crossover to switch field. That's a shot on net as Linus has to reach out to make a save.
Yeah, kind of a deceptive shot. It looked like it was going to be a simple save, but ends up having to dive for it.
Those low shots can be tough. You know, you got to take some time in order to get low enough to that ground. And sometimes it can be a little bit faster to jump for a ball in the air than it is to get down on the ground and reach out for that. So great job by Linus Lindeberg to get to that one.
Yeah, he's shown that he deserves the starting role that he's had this season. He's really doing a great job today.
Katula on the cross, and that one's deep. A little miscommunication there on the defense. It was kicked back up. Oliveira looks to clear that one out into some free space. He was cut down. They're going to give him or give the Corsairs a foul on that one. It's Plymouth ball. I think the Panthers are really sticking to their same strategy, though, it seems, though, in the first.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like it's worked for them. They haven't been able to finish quite yet, but
they're getting the opportunities, and that's what matters to them right now.
Waiting for the right chance and the right time.
Roberts back on the ball. That was a pass out to Oliveira, miscued, and that was Corsairs ball now. Good switch of the field and right back over to the far side again. Seems as though these Plymouth defenders are right up against the backs of the Corsairs midfielders, and it's making it very difficult for them to turn with the ball. But here's a good cross over to the near side, and he's taking it into the 18-yard box, actually just outside. Planned on taking a shot there, misses wide right.
Yeah, you mentioned the Plymouth defenders, and they seem like they're always in the right place at the right time. They've done a very good job seeing the field and seeing where there's openings.
Hey, Roberts there. Or Mark Harrington, excuse me. Getting a good touch on that ball before it was bashed away by a defender. Oliveira on the ball. That was chipped in there. Alyosha Westbrook trying to get back at that ball. He's had a couple of chances to get the ball back for his team and has done so. Dan Shaw looking for his man. That was a great touch. That was Vangel Katula with a missed shot opportunity.
Good ball. Looked like he was almost offsides, but official said no.
He had a pretty impressive heel flick there right over Dan Shaw's head in order to get that ball up and over his own and continue his play. It's a great job. Just could not finish with the shot opportunity. Plymouth not making any strong, quick movements other than that first pass in to start the second half. But here you go. We see a great through ball.
A little too much on it, but yeah, good opportunity. Good idea.
They're seeing the opportunities that they have, the space. They're playing it there. It's just they're putting too much on it and it's getting too far. Goalie scooping it.
They just got to execute.
Great job tricking the Corsairs players into thinking he was going to play that one. And a great touch there. It was by Cam Bunn. Yoni Ongisto loses the ball. That's a great chip up to number 11 there for the Corsairs, Robert Dos Santos. Dos Santos still on the ball. Had an opportunity for a pass back, but decided that he was going to keep dribbling. Dan Shaw defended that well. Corsairs ball, though. It appears as though they're going to call an offsides play. The ball's going to be given back to the Panthers. It's very fortunate because the Corsairs had some numbers up, and it could have looked like they had the opportunity to do some damage.
Well, it looks like the sideline officials said he made a mistake. He said, my bad. But they can't overturn it, so Panthers ball.
Very unfortunate for the Corsairs.
Yeah,
maybe thinking that they deserve a call here in the future, so we might end up seeing a reverse call for something in the future in order to make up for that.
You see that all the time, make-up calls.
Exactly.
It's part of the game.
Ball jumbled around there between Corsairs and Plymouth players. Rushing onto it now is Nate Roberts. Ongisto with the throw-in. Great deflection off the head there of Cam Bunn. Corsairs are just consistently there, though, in order for that second pass. They're not letting it through, giving the Panthers little opportunity to get a shot on. Deciding what he's going to do with it back here, whether he wants to play it back. That's Ongisto. And he decides to switch the field, realizes there's a lot of space, but that ball is tossed over way too far. Oliveira fighting to get control back as the Corsairs are making a string of good passes here, some give and goes. Little miscommunication there. Looked like it was number 13, Gabe De Oliveira. That back pass out of bounds. It's Panther ball.
Both teams look hungry to score the first goal of the game. That'd be a huge momentum. This might be one of those games that it's just one goal wins it.
You can tell, though, that's how this game has been going. Cam Bunn on the ball. He looks to make a great pass up the sideline, and he does. It's Antonio Hood with the ball. He gets an opportunity, but he lets it go out for a corner. Figured he'd get some more men up for this one, try to get another cross in.
Gear up today for the next big home game at PantherLockerRoom.com. Find all sorts of apparel, collectibles, and so much more. Find everything you need for Panther Nation fan in your family. Visit PantherLockerRoom.com today.
Can't see the number there, but you figure that's Armskog over there.
Yeah.
In the corner.
Looks like Armskog.
Number 9. See if they'll switch it up a little bit, and they do. That ball is long at the back of the box there. It was a decent touch towards net by Plymouth Head. Couldn't tell who headed it, but nonetheless, it's ate up by the Corsairs goalie, Jake Castro. Castro doing well to keep this game a clean sheet thus far.
Yeah, both Castro and Lendenberg doing a great job in goal today.
Anguissa with another throw-in, straight to Armskog. And there's that give-and-go passing that I love seeing in this game. It's so efficient if they can get a string of those together.
Yeah, I agree. Give-and-go passing, it causes the defender to be on their heels. You can get some momentum going upfield.
Now entering for UMass, starting with number 10, Joe Moorhead, and number 21, Taylor Gonzalez.
Declan Foley of Corsairs throwing the ball in now. Cam Bunn trying to get the ball back for the Panthers. Unfortunately, ended up drawing a foul there.
It looked like he got caught up in, their legs got caught up in each other.
Gisto with the touch there. Back inside the box, you got Lindenberg coming out to get it over Dos Santos' head. You see Lindenberg towering over Dos Santos at 6'2". Easily got that one. Corsairs with the ball around midfield now. Trying to make a move, a long ball up. Dan Shaw heads it away.
Yeah, Dan Shaw had the height advantage in that one. He easily could get up and get that. These
center backs for the Plymouth defense doing an excellent job keeping that ball out of the middle. But here we go, taking off. We have a counter now. Taylor Gonsalves had the ball but lost it. And the ref claims it's Corsairs ball. It's a free kick.
I didn't see exactly what happened. It could have been that makeup call, though.
I did not see as well, but you are 100% correct. I think that's exactly what this is. Now we see Taylor Gonsalves over the ball with that good cross. Had an opportunity. The ball's still in the box, and that was defended away well. Dos Santos on the ball. He falls. Now Panthers up. They have some numbers. They're looking for a cross in the middle there. That's 25. Antonio Hood. He has another cross over to the right on Westbrook. Westbrook getting the offsides flag. Extremely unfortunate for the Panthers. I think they knew that they had a really good opportunity here. They had Cam Bunn coming up the left side of the field, so even if Westbrook couldn't get that shot in, I think it was going to go right across the Bunn to finish that.
Yeah, good opportunity, unfortunately. Offsides. One of the few offsides calls we've seen today.
We'll see what the Panthers can do after that heartbreaking loss right there. Defended out wide. Ball at the midfield. Oliveira and Nate Roberts going back and forth here. Peterson with the small touches, looking for a man. He's got Cam Bunn wide open on the far side of the field. Great ball. Another cross.
Cambon's another one of those players that has good little touches. You get a little header and move into an open area.
Very true. He realizes the space around him and plays into it. Corsairs back in the ball, looking to move the ball upfield here. Dos Santos on it in the middle.
Dos Santos has been all over the place today. He's like a bee buzzing around.
Great shot, but Lindenberg making a diving save in the inside. Another shot on Dos Santos, trying to come in and finish that, but Lindenberg is there. An absolute brick wall at the moment. No one can get anything by him. You got to be sure Dan Salzer is on the sideline feeling pretty good about that one. It's the goalie head coach. Now we have Joe Moorhead on the corner for Corsairs. You got to wonder, though, what this game might have been had Owen Cayano been in. I think just the same, though, 0-0. Both keepers that we have been doing a great job this season. We know Owen got his last start last game.
I haven't got to see Owen play yet, but I'm sure.
Very fierce. He comes off his line quick. But a great cross in there is deflected out to the near side corner, and that's still in. Off a Corsairs player. Deflected in, bounds. A great pass there to the top of the box. But Oliveira working his way up on the ball and pushing it out. He's got numbers.
Lots of speed, too.
Fortunately, tried to get a little chip pass to Westbrook, but the chip was no good.
See the frustration on his face. He ran all that way, just the ball went out of bounds.
Very frustrating at this point in time in the game. We have 26 minutes left. Corsairs looking for that long ball, and that's a great ball for them, but well defended. Getting there in time was Cam Bunn.
And that ball just missed the far post. That couldn't have been more than a few feet off of it.
Jeremy Lima doing a great job getting his space out there, realizing that he had an opportunity.
Very close to going in.
Way to get back, though, was Cam Bunn. I'm very impressed with his speed in order to get back on that one.
Now entering for Plymouth, number 9.
Lindenberg playing that small ball, keeping the Panthers in possession. Cam Bunn has got a lot of space right now if Shaw can see him.
Yeah, we got a good view up here. You can see all that open room.
And that's a flick from the Corsairs. Almost goes over their back line. So throw in now for Cam Macedo. He's in the game. Westbrook on the ball now. He has a missed touch. As the Corsairs take that one away from him. Great job there by Westbrook again, pushing up to the ball, getting there before the defenders can. But UMass Dartmouth just strong on the defense, doing the same thing Plymouth has been able to do on defense as well. As the Corsairs running onto the ball now. Number 10, Joe Moorhead trying to get across. He gets a good touch up and over a Plymouth defender. He cuts inside to the box and defended away by Dan Shaw. Good touch with his left foot. There's Cam Macedo getting the ball out, but the defender putting that one back up, and Ongisto clearing that one out of the middle of the box.
A player down on the Corsair side.
They're going to keep playing this, giving the Corsairs an advantage here. And what a play, dragging that one behind his body and avoiding a Plymouth defender. And there's that call from the ref checking on the player. Opposite side here, I believe that's number 13, Gabe De Oliveira.
It looked like he was holding his ankle or something when he went down.
Oliveira has been all over the field for this team today. He's done a great job keeping up with the Panthers. I was unable to see what happened, but you're right, he was holding that ankle. Everybody that's gone down today, though, has gotten right back up for the most part. You really haven't had to see any trainers get onto the field, and now you see, I think the referee is giving the call to the trainers to come out on the field. Here they come.
The clock is stopped for injury.
You can almost feel a goal, though, coming here soon. I think things are about to stir up here in the last 23 minutes of play.
Yeah, players are getting a little rest right now. They get their legs back under them.
Yep. Plymouth on the start of this second half did a great job getting out with a lot of velocity. They had a couple of quick passes, almost had a great give-and-go opportunity. But it was shut down by the Corsairs' defense. That seems to be the story for both teams today. There's a lot of midfield play going on, back and forth, back and forth. Haven't seen too much East and West play a couple of times, just trying to keep possession. I've seen the Panthers do it. Not so much the Corsairs, though. Done it a couple times, but it's mostly at their midfield, you know. It'd be interesting to see what both teams plan on doing here in order to see who can capitalize first.
This is the time of game where they pull out those plays that they practice at practice. Towards the end of the game, they need a goal. This is the time to do it.
You're right, though. It'd be interesting to see what they try to do on some corner kicks or maybe some free kicks. You know, when they're over the ball, they always like to get 2 or 3 men over the ball. They get that slight touch, get a shot. But I think we're obviously going to see a lot more corners left in this match, and that could be the difference maker today, these set pieces. It's a big boot by Jay Castro.
No one there. He sends it wide, but no one was there.
Lindeberg coming out. No need to pick that one up yet. No one pressuring him. There it is, taking his time.
Sending players up, hoping to start something upfield.
We've seen Cam Bunn over here on the near side, number 11. He's been open a lot, and I think if the back line can end up seeing him. Here's a play here, though, by the Corsairs. We see Lindeberg coming out off his line quickly. Corsairs player almost trying to push Lindeberg out of bounds there while they had that ball, or not out of bounds, off of the 18-yard box. Great boot by Lindeberg. Hitting Cam Bunn, who gets an excellent touch on the ball with his head.
He's been doing that all day. Very good touches with all parts of his body.
Looked as though the Corsairs just got stuck up together. They went to go clear the ball. I think there was a miscommunication there. May have injured someone's foot. There was a lot of contact on the ball. On the opposite side now, Camasito with a throw into Westbrook. There's that cross from Westbrook on the inside. Still has that ball. Oh, no. That may have been a goal opportunity there. Eric Armskog takes a beautiful shot.
Another good opportunities for the Panthers. They're continuing to put pressure on the net.
And I can't see whose number that is. It looked like it might be number 15, Ryan Brown. His head ends up getting in the way of that. It was going to go for the right post, maybe even the right side netting. Who knows?
Yeah, it looked like the ball was heading towards the net. That would have been a good first goal of the game.
Cam Bunn getting up for that one. Plymouth ball on the outside there, Camasito. Corsairs with the ball back, though, making a good through ball as they play the ball back. Seems to be a good decision there as there's some time and space to make a run, but Dan Shaw comes off his mark. Gets a toe on that ball and pokes it to the near side. Good job by him. So we see Cam Bunn fighting for the ball here, keeping possession, but just losing it. Corsairs on the ball once again, far side. Couple of good passes to keep the ball. That Ayers with the pass in. It's deflected off number 14 there, Rich Fleming. And Lindeberg gets the ball. He boots it up to Westbrook. Westbrook with a great touch on to Juan Rivera. And Juan Rivera gets that ball, but Defended away by number 18, Joe Carrera.
Now entering for Plymouth, number 23, Truls Yusuf, and number 15, Ryan Brown.
Truls Yusuf back on the field now, as we see Ryan Brown also getting back out there.
They're replacing Westbrook and Nate Roberts, I think.
I've seen Yusuf score a goal in the last one. See if he can do it again here today. Great cross. Good touch by Dan Shaw, and almost a goal by Cam Bunn, but blocked down by a defender. Unbelievable cross for where he was. Micah Peterson. Almost had an opportunity there on the inside with new fresh legs, Ryan Brown. Jay Castro consistently booting that ball to the midfield line. Definitely hurting the Corsairs in terms of possession time. You know, it's hard to take that ball down from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a 50-50 chance when you hit it high like that.
Mm-hmm. UMass Dartmouth over the ball now around midfield. They've got a line going. Good string of passes from them here, but unfortunately that wasn't the right move there, and that's given up to the Plymouth defense. Tried to see it long, but cut down by the Corsairs defense. We have a free kick here around the 35-yard line. That's just given straight back to the Plymouth offense.
A little miscommunication there by the Corsairs.
100%. You got to wonder, that's what happens when you don't have so much possession throughout the game. You know, your legs really start to feel all that running you've been doing. Not on your toes, you're not as aware, and miscommunication like that will turn the ball over. This late in the game, it's crucial. We have 17 minutes, 45 seconds left here.
Yeah, I agree. Corsairs haven't really had put too many subs in this half either, so they must be
fantastic ball to Bunn as he almost gets there before it's scooped up by the goalie there, Jake Castro. Hongisto on the ball, heads it up. He's been consistent on the back line there for the Panthers. He even got a chance to rest earlier. There it is again, hitting it out of play. Hongisto slowing down the ball, allowing his Panther defense to get back.
You can definitely tell the Panthers defense have the height advantage. They're getting almost every head ball.
Most certainly, I do have to agree with you there.
Many guys 6'2", 6'5".
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You see a lot of 6-footers out here. And in soccer, you know, that's not the go-to. You're not really looking for the height, but when you get a whole set of guys that are this tall and this skilled, you have a bunch of different ways to play around the ball, a bunch of different styles to play.
Especially on defense, you get fat guys that are hot, tall, and fast. It's to win-win. You get those headers, and you get back to stop the offensive drive.
Micah Peterson doing a great job getting the ball out there, but that looked like it hurt. Those were one of the most tough plays to make. I always hated coming off, you know, as a center back, trying to get that ball up and out of the air when it's around your knee, because you know when the other team's coming right in, they're going to try to get their foot in the way, and you know you're going to kick the ball or their foot. It's going to hurt. Corsairs here on the attack. Jeremy Limo over the ball, looking down the line. That's Jake Morera. Morera makes a play. He's looking for the cross. It's a wasted cross, goes behind the net.
Couldn't quite get the bend on the ball that he wanted.
Definitely didn't get his hips around that one enough to get that curve. You're right. Dan Shaw back there on defense. This whole game he's been in, and he's in just about the whole game, every game. It's a true testament to him and how well in shape he is.
Yeah, he does a very good job there back on defense. He's definitely the head guy back there and controls the play of game.
Here he is now. Taking their time. Going east to west. What an amazing touch on that ball. Looking for another one, and there's
good touches.
Here's an opportunity to score. Yulsith. Jake Castro doing a great job getting low, getting his knee out there. He had his whole body out in front of Yulsith. His opportunity to shot, he just blocked that. That was just a great save there.
It looked like he was either going for the shot or the cross across to his teammate. I didn't see who that was. I think it might have been.
Nonetheless, here we are, Cam Bunn on the corner.
See if they can do something different here on the corner kick.
We see a couple of Plymouth players on the outside, maybe crashing the net now.
And they don't have Armskog doing it, so they're definitely doing something different.
There it is, straight into the keeper as he deflects it out, but it's not out of the box yet. That was defended by number 14, Rich Fleming.
Panthers maintain possession. They'll get a throw in right here.
Looking for a long cross in here from the sideline. Good throw. That's a toss in. Dan Shaw getting ahead on that one. His height certainly helped out there. The far side of the box, though. I believe that's Ongisto. Back on defense now is Jackie Gorton. He's got all the time in the world as he passes it back to Lindeberg. Lindeberg with time. He takes his kick to the right side. That's a beautiful ball into some space. Able to get back there was Yulsith. Yulsith with the throw in. Brown dribbling around. Back to Yulsith. As he tries to get past his defender, and looks as though the referee wasn't having that one. Calls a foul on Yulsith, and that's a kick for the Corsairs as they get rid of it quickly. It's a great pass up the sideline, but big cross in there to the middle. There was nobody there as Lindeberg gets back, picks that one up inside his own 18-yard box. Back and forth here. The Panthers and the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs.
Seems like of late, Corsairs are kind of just playing defense, playing back. Panthers have dominated the possession so far in the past few minutes.
A great ball there as we see Cam Bunn running up onto it, but unfortunately there was a offsides flag ready back at his marker. That's about the 35-yard line. Cam unfortunately not seeing that and wasting some energy to get there. This game now could go either way, though, as we've seen a couple of different strategies from both teams, but when it gets this late, we have 11 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half. When it gets this late, it's anybody's game. You know, a counterattack could produce something huge.
Exactly.
For the Corsairs. I mean, I feel like Plymouth has just been playing a good, solid game all around, and they've produced opportunities all game, so I could see them scoring 1 or 2 goals left in this time, you know?
Just neither team seems to be getting the lucky bounce when it's near the opposition's goal. Just bouncing away behind for corner kicks or goal
And that
kicks.
was a great touch there. Managed to keep it in and played back was the Corsairs. Joe Moorhead on the ball. He passes it in. Dylan Deniker. And a slide tackle there. Jackie Gorton clearing it out.
Seems like Joe Moorhead is the go-to guy for the Corsairs on offense. They try to feed it to him. He has good ball movement. He moves in open space, but he hasn't got the bounces today to get the ball in the back of the net.
I firmly agree with that. He's definitely controlling the play. Him and it's been Dos Santos. Dos Santos likes to carry the ball on his foot and create some opportunities.
Those two, they've been controlling the ball in the Panthers' end.
Dos Santos not in at the moment, though. That was defended well by Shaw. Kicked up to the sideline. May even stay in for a chance for Ryan Brown to play that one. Trying to switch fields, but Cam Bunn there and realizing what's going on. Ran through the ball, and here's an opportunity at the moment. It's Juan Rivera over the ball. There's a call by the ref here. Unsure what it is.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there, what would have been called.
I think he's going to bring it back to where Juan Rivera ran through the ball. I believe that's what's going to happen. It looked like a good play to me. That's what coaches tell you to do when the ball is like that. The defender just doesn't know what to do with the ball. It's at that weird part. You got to run through that ball. And that's exactly what he did. I thought it looked like he got most of the ball, but apparently there was something else there.
Yep. But Panthers maintain possession.
Over the ball now is Armskog, their main crosser. They have just about everybody up in the 18-yard box now. That's defended out to where Armskog kicked it. He's over the ball still. Armskog doing a great job getting the ball out of play and even deflecting it off to the opponent, so it's their ball. Throw in from Alquisto to Cam Bunn. He plays it ahead of him, looking for that cross.
It's amazing to watch Cam Bunn move and touch the ball.
Very elegant.
It is very impressive.
He's got those small touches on the ball, knows where to play it. He's got so much awareness that when the ball's on his foot, he can control it and he can look around to see what's going on around him.
Another corner kick for Armskog.
8 minutes, 30 seconds left in this match. If the Panthers were going to do something, now would be a fantastic time to do it.
Women's soccer looks to continue their hot start to this season, a non-conference matchup against Curry College on Tuesday, September 18th. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. with the New Hampshire Air National Guard pregame show at 3:30.
Armskog with a long cross to the back of the net. It's headed away. We see a Plymouth player on the ground here holding his face. Looking like may have gotten a little hurt there. Might have been Cam Bunn. One thing the Corsairs have done really well for set pieces when the Plymouth is taking them is being there. They're just in the air. Even though Plymouth has a couple extra inches on them in the most part, they've done a great job getting the height off the ground to get to that ball first. You don't always have to be the tallest. Just sometimes you got to take the best angle to get to there first.
I agree. Their goaltender, Castro's done a good job intersecting, getting off his line, and getting those goal kicks out of there.
Most definitely. Seen a good game from him so far. Lindenberg as well. This is a hard-fought soccer match here at Errol Field.
Nothing less than I expected for a first conference start of the game.
Very true.
Of the season.
Sometimes you forget this is the first conference match too, so this one matters. Good play up. So Yulseth trying to get that ball back. And a back pass passed right back to the Plymouth players. Truls almost getting that ball there for him. Pass back for the Corsairs. They've been doing a better job this half, maintaining more possession. Trying to go east to west, almost taken out by Bunn. He was on defense. Yeah, he was on defense, making his way right up. Here we are, though, bringing the ball down. The Corsairs. We see Joe Moorhead on the ball. He does a great job. Manages to get by his defender. And that's a corner kick.
Seems like Joe Moorhead's been beating one defender, but then another one comes in right, and he can't beat the second guy in a row.
I think the Panthers have done a great job letting go of their own guy when they realize their own defender has been beaten. And that's very crucial in your back four. You got to be able to talk, and you got to know when to let go of your guys and when to pick up another one.
Field hockey looks to stay undefeated in Little East Conference play when the Panthers host Fitchburg State on Wednesday, September 19th at 6 p.m. down at the New Hampton School. Be sure to catch all the action starting at 5:30 on the New Hampshire Air National Guard pregame show.
That ball was bounced around on the inside of the 18-yard box. Done well was Lindenberg to get rid of it. There was almost a mistake there, though. I think if there wasn't a whole line of players between Lindenberg and the ball, I think that one was going to be headed in the back of the net.
And nearing 5 minutes left in this game, one of these teams is going to feel the urgency to get one in the back of the net, or they'll have to go to overtime.
Panthers certainly looking to get one in the back of the net here. Avoid the overtime. They've already had 2 games going to OT.
Yeah, I don't think either team wants a tie here either. They want to win in conference.
Great pass there. Bunn using everything he has to get there. That's a quick ball, though, as it leads to the end line. Jay Castro on the ball again.
Now entering the corner, number 8, Nate Roberts.
Be interested to see what he does here. What their strategy is with that long ball, if they're going to keep doing that or if they're going to try to get some more possession play. They're going to send it to the midline. Hongiso defended well. Yulseth getting in the air, bumping a Corsairs player. They're going to give him the foul for that one.
You see the frustration on both players, both teams' faces.
At this point, it's been a long, hot day. It's been about 80 degrees. They've played almost a full 90 minutes here. They're tired. Still 0-0. They don't have anything to show really for their hard work they've put in.
Exactly.
Defended out to the near sideline. That's Cam Bunn over the ball defending number 22 for the Corsairs, Nate Kim. Songisto with a long ball out. And a great touchdown there by Ryan Brown. He gets a good flick up.
I think that was actually Juan Rivera.
Great call. No, you're right.
He's been doing a very good job. He's very fast. Had good touches all game.
You see Yulseth over the ball here for the Panthers. Getting some defenders in the action on Gisto, and you see Dan Shaw on the right side of the box. Panthers giving it all they have right now.
Yeah, they need to. Only 2.5 minutes left.
What a great cross in. Tried to save that one from becoming a corner. It's number 17, Declan Foley.
Yeah, ends up being a corner kick for Armskog again.
Very important cross with 2 minutes left in this match. And the ball in. Headed away by a Corsairs defender. Couple of mishits, another mishit. And headed back into play by a Panther player. In control by the Panthers. This ball really anybody's at the moment. Bouncing around. Taking his time there though. Looked like number 8 for the Corsairs. That was Dylan Daniker. Great touch, great steal to Hongisto. Hongisto seeing a player, but too much of a touch on that one. That seems to be the story of all game. Plymouth with a good opportunity, too heavy of a touch.
Both teams have good opportunities, they just can't execute.
Dan Shaw getting his foot out in front of a Corsairs player. Cam Baum with the ball on the left side now, moving his way up. Gets across to the far right side. Running onto that was Jackie Gorton. Gorton still managed to keep that one in though, still in play here. Ends up a corner. 45 seconds left in this match.
This might want to be the last opportunities of regular time right here.
I think Plymouth is going to take all their time they have right here in order to make this the last play for regular time.
This is really when you dig deep in that playbook you have and try to get something that will work.
Most certainly. They're going to put almost everybody up here. Notice back on defense, they only have Jackie Gorton. Here comes the cross. Flicked on net. Well played. It's in front of the net, and it goes just out of bounds.
Looks like that'll do it for regular time.
It looks like it will do that for regular time. Almost an opportunity to score there for the Panthers. Seems like that's been going on all day.
Unfortunate for the Panthers, but hey, another over.
A lot of opportunities for the Panthers, a few for the Corsairs. This is going to be an interesting first overtime here.
It's always good we get some bonus soccer we get to watch.
Let's go. And so, just so we know the rules here, it is golden goal, and they do have 2 10-minute halves to play in overtime, if they need that.
It's always very exciting. Sudden death, next goal wins.
Panthers have already been here twice this season. I believe it was their first game they ended up tying. Their second overtime game they ended up losing in both double OTs. And that's tough to go, you know, almost 110 minutes really, playing hard soccer, getting a tie and then losing in double OT. That's heartbreaking. So you know they're going to be coming out here with full power, full strength. They're going to be coming out here quick too.
They also have home field advantage. Hopefully that will help them in this overtime period.
See it, we still have some fans over here cheering on strong. Corsairs start over the ball. We noticed right there at the top, Dos Santos is back in.
Yeah, he was a playmaker earlier in the game, and that's why they put him back out there.
Corsairs with a good opportunity at the line there. Getting beat was a Plymouth defender, but great job with the slide tackle. That was Jackie Gorton on the slide tackle there. A good ball at the side for the Corsairs, looking for that cross in, and Hongisto was there to play it out to the top of the 18-yard box. Another good touch. Defended off Bunn. Played back to the left, far side.
Looks like both teams want this game to be over. They're really going at it, trying to get that goal to end this game.
Out of play there. Nope. It's going to be a free kick.
If you really think out of it, that golden goal really adjusts the way you play, because if you put 110% and you score, you don't have to save anything for later. You just go up, score, and go home.
Exactly. And if you're not putting your 110% in and the other team is, that's it right there. Unfortunate miscommunication there. Bond not able to get back in time to play that one in. Corsairs ball. A decent throw in and a good touch on along the sideline. Jeremy Limo trying to get to that one, but Hongisto ends up with the throw in. Goes out of bounds. Defended out of bounds again. Hongisto with the throw in. Cam Bond taking that one down. And a great ball from Hongisto into the corner there. Running onto it now is Armskog. Armskog managing to keep the ball in, and Bund looking for a cross here at the moment. It's over the top. Great head down. Yulsith trying to get to that one, but the keeper manages to get to it first. Jake Castro. That was almost a goal there. We see a great block off one of the Corsairs defenders.
A good cross there by Bund. He's been showing his skill with the ball all day so far.
That was Juan Rivera on the header. Almost finishing this one, sealing the deal for the Panthers. Corsairs trying to control the ball on the far side, unable to. It was very well defended. We've been saying that all the game, but the Panthers just doing a phenomenal job keeping the ball outside their box, and on the sideline, I should say. Micah Peterson was trying to get that one up. It's out of play. Headed along there. Like Corsairs, Vangel Catula. Straight back to Lindenberg, who will boot it. He decides to actually toss that down in front of it, but ends up giving it the big kick anyways. Defended out by Corsair's back. Little grabbing there going on by the Corsairs on Oliveira. These two are definitely getting on each other's nerves, as I'm witnessing.
Moving all their players up, trying to get another opportunity to score.
Drills over the ball. He gives a fake there for a second, but nonetheless a great cross in. Dan Shaw trying to get up in front of the goalie. Almost like in hockey there, trying to really get between the goalie. Cause some confusion. Oliveira on the cross back into Shaw. Shaw's there. Again, same play. And a shot opportunity, but missed wide. Apparently there was a foul call before that when Dan Shaw was going up for the ball inside the box.
I think it's because he's so big, he threw his body up to get the ball, and it kind of looks like he was throwing his body at the other player. So they called the foul.
That's definitely what sucks about being a little bit bigger than the guy you're on top of, you know, because
it looks a lot worse when you run into each other.
Exactly. They're going to give you the call, or give them the call most of the time. Five minutes left in this first period of OT. First half of OT, I should say. Jake Castro with the boot. Reaching midfield around Yusuf. He heads it up.
Looks like we have Westbrook here on the sidelines warming up to get in as a sub.
I like when he comes in, when they sub him in, he goes really hard in those first 3 or 4 minutes he's out there, and he makes a lot of great plays.
He might be just the spark they need to get this goal in overtime.
I'd love to see it. Coming off the field for the Panthers, though, Nate Roberts. He's had an efficient game.
He played a very good midfield, feeding the ball to the sidelines.
Throw in from the Panthers, goes inside the box, headed directly up into the air. Shaw trying to get another touch. Westbrook, here's his opportunity. Shaw trying to get himself around that ball. He got himself between the ball and his man, but fell and was looking for the penalty. Not given to him. I don't think the refs are going to let it end on that note. Not unless they have to. So kick up to the midfield. As you see, easily Cam Bum with the height advantage there, taking that one. Here he goes, trying to get that cross in, but shadowing him there was number 18, Joe Correa, excuse me.
You see the shadows going across the field, sun starting to set, getting lower in the sky.
It really makes it harder, too, when that ball's being crossed in from this near side, you know, because they all have to look directly at that sun. Here's a decent cross in. 2 defenders for the Corsairs. That ball was actually very well played by the goalkeeper. Oliveira running up on that one, crushing it down. I think we have Panthers on here. Oliveira rushing to it before it gets out of play here. Gets shoved down along the sideline there. No call at all. Straight back up, back to Ongisto. Corsairs quickly with the ball. They have numbers, but defended back, allowing some time for the defense to get back. Push to the outside for some time. That's Vangil Catula. And he heads it in long to Dos Santos, who gets it up and over. It looked like he had some hands on the back there, but no call again. It's Dos Santos that ends up playing that out of play. It's going to be a kick for Lindeberg. Linus Lindenberg playing a fantastic game in net today. There have been a few close calls, a couple of low shots that he's managed well to put out of the box. Deflection off of the Corsairs there. It's Plymouth ball, and that's a good touch into space. Westbrook trying to get to it, but a defender in front of it. Great cross over the defender's head. Yulseth takes a touch up and over his defender's head, plays it Oliveira, who unfortunately slows down and was allowing another player to get to it first.
Ball seems like it's bouncing around a little more than either team wants it to.
Most definitely. I think everybody's tired in this game, so they're not getting to the ball as quickly as they'd hoped. So it's getting that extra touch, and it totally changes up the course of play after that. Quick throw in, doesn't lead well for the Corsairs, but well defended there was Jeremy Lima on the ball. Trying to get it by Dan Shaw, the brick wall. A lot of back and forth play between the Panthers and the Corsairs here. Westbrook gets that long ball up top and takes a decent touch. Westbrook with an opportunity to shoot. Unfortunately, just wasn't in a good position to get a shot on there.
Again, the ball's just bouncing around. They can't get a good foot on it.
Ten seconds left here in the first half of OT. Believe we're going to see a second half here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we see the players coming to the sideline for a water break, quick 2-minute break before we see the second half of double OT. And I think we have enough time to go to commercial break here. This is Little East Network and PBTV. We'll see you after these messages. And we're back here at Arrow Field for the second half of OT. This is the third time rather, we've seen the Panthers in double OT. They tied their first game in double OT, lost the second one, and they would love to come away here with a win in their first conference matchup here against the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. Alex, how do you feel like this one's going to play out? We've seen a lot of great play between these two teams already, some good defense, some good offense, some shot opportunities.
I think there might be a little bit more offense in this second OT than defense. I know that you need defense to get the ball up, but once you get the ball up, I think they're going to send all their players go to try to get a goal.
Let's see what we can do here. The Panthers in their huddle right now. They're very hyped up. They get the ball back here in the second half.
Looks like Cam Bunn is on the bench for the second overtime. I'm surprised. He's had good touches all day and almost scored a few goals.
Cam Bunn, yeah, you're right. He's been doing a great job today with his touches. Might just be, this is the second half of double OT. Everyone's tired out there. You want fresh legs rather than some good touches.
Yeah, he's been out there almost all day, so he's definitely feeling it.
And surely, the substitute's going to be coming on doing just as good of work. Putting the ball upfield very quickly. We have Westbrook running along the sideline there. Oliveira hustling to get to that next ball. That was defended hard by the Corsairs. Looking for a ball in, up. Great takedown by the Corsairs to stop that one from getting through the back line. Nonetheless, it's out here along the near sideline.
This is what I would expect the Panthers to send all their players up, and they have possession and deep in the Corsairs field, and
certainly
definitely send everyone up and try to get a goal.
Juan Rivera with the throw in here. So we see him get it into the box to Dan. Dan takes it down to the foot, almost with a shot opportunity.
Really good touch there to himself to try to get a shot, but he looks like he's hurt right now.
Dan is really wincing in pain at the moment. This is not good. Dan Shaw, obviously one of the main defenders for Plymouth here. He went to take that shot, and it looked like he just hit the laces of his shoe on the end of the cleat of the Corsairs player.
They're both injured right now.
Look like, yeah, Joe Correa. He's on the ground right now. Two really good players for both teams. Correa scoring the only 2 goals for the Corsairs in their 4 games. Having him down is not good for them, and losing a defensive player like Shaw would be detrimental.
Yeah, Shaw's been in the whole game and has made a huge effect on why the Panthers haven't let up a goal and why they've had so many opportunities.
He even gets in, like, this is where he's hurt now. He's on offense. You know, he gets up for these offensive set plays. We're going to take this one into a timeout. This has been Little East Network and PBTV. We'll see you guys right after these messages. Welcome back, fans. They've just gotten Dan Shaw off the field. He's still in pain. Having a hard time getting back to his side here.
Maybe he'll give the Panthers a little motivation to get a goal here. And
that's what you'd hope for, yes. Most certainly. Unable to see who they subbed in for Shaw at the moment. Here, though, we see Plymouth has got a corner kick. Still most of the eyes on Dan Shaw, who I believe they might be trying to get back out there. Unbelievable. They're about to see what they can do, see what Dan can do. So he takes a couple strides up and along the sideline, showing he's still got what it takes.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for to see if he's okay to put him back in the game.
It would be extremely impressive to see Dan go back out into the field for this one. He fell wincing in pain. It really looked like he really hurt himself there. But he's a strong man.
I think I overheard the officials saying if they replace him, that he can't go back in. So I think that's why they're waiting. They want him to go back in the game.
They do plan on keeping Shaw in. No subs, which means that a player from each team has come off the field, meaning there are now 10 men on each team.
I've never seen that before.
I have not either. It's almost as if both got a red card, now they're just down a man. But even at 10 men, this could mean a better goal-scoring opportunity here for the Panthers on this corner.
Yeah, a little bit more room.
Armskog again with the corner. We're about to see what he can do. We see the two that were hurt earlier, Dan Shaw and Correa, on the sideline. I think their substitutes coming back on after this play. And they're back in as this corner reaches Yulseth, who chips it back up into the middle. Yulseth on the ball again, trying to get a bicycle kick there. He meets the bottom foot of another player as he almost fell down and hurt himself. Corsairs with an opportunity to send the ball up, though. Well played there, but well defended, even better. Yulseth putting his foot straight through that one, a lot of power. The ball up the sideline now for number 15, Ryan Brown. Brown managing to touch it off a Corsairs player. Plymouth ball.
A lot of energy in the crowd in both teams. They want to get a goal.
You can tell it's coming down to the wire here. Everybody's involved. Juan Rivera with the throw-in.
He's known for those long throw-ins. Looks like he'll do it again right now.
Dan Shaw in the box, and that's coming straight to him. He almost got a touch on it, a little bit over his head. Micah getting up there for that header. Good volleys and sent into the middle there by Armskog. But turned over to the Corsairs as they play quickly up the far end of the field here. Trying to cross it all the way across the field. That's Joe Moorhead trying to take it through. Booted out of bounds by the Corsairs, trying to slow things down.
It's over 7 minutes left in this second overtime period.
Now entering for Plymouth, number 11, Cam Bunn.
Cam Bunn back on the field
there
now.
He is. There, I was expecting to see him come back on.
Yulseth coming out. They gave him that little break, and that might have been what they needed. We're going to see a shot opportunity now, but a little ambitious from the distance. Goes wide right. It's a Plymouth ball, though, over the middle, right where the shot occurred. I believe there was a foul on a Corsairs player. Stuck his leg out a little bit too far.
That's a big break for the Panthers.
Very big break, you must say. Time still running. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. Alyosha Westbrook over the ball as well as Armskog. I would love for Westbrook to take an absolute shot here. No touch over it, just a shot. We see Jake Castro lining up on the net, getting himself ready. Westbrook with a shot. Doesn't sink enough though, goes over the bar.
So Castro's going to boot it down to midfield again.
Played in the middle by Oliveira, but cleared deep into the Plymouth territory. Goes straight to Linus Lindenberg, as we saw number 10 there, Joe Moorhead, trying to get to the ball before the Plymouth goalie could. Taken down by the Corsairs at midfield. And they get a great pass to Moorhead on the outside, but it is defended well by Jackie Gorton.
Now we see the Corsairs have an opportunity. They haven't had any late in these overtime periods so far. It's been mostly in their own end.
Very true. We're going to see them, I think the Corsairs are very tired right now, so they're going to slow this play down in the Plymouth's end. And I think we're going to see a great shot opportunity for them. There's a cross on Westbrook. Westbrook ends up with the ball. So he manages almost to keep that ball and ends up out of bounds. That's a throw-in for the Corsairs. Looks like Jeremy Lima will be there to throw it in, or rather Declan Foley. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in this matchup. We're going to see if the Panthers can get control of this ball and take it back upfield, which they might have an opportunity here. Great scissor kick there. Takes his shot up and over the bar. That was Dylan Deniker.
There's been a lot of shots today, but not very many shots on goal. A lot of over the crossbar and wide.
This late in the game, it's hard to keep some composure enough in order to get that good shot on net. Oliveira jumbled around a little bit at midfield. We have Honguisto chasing the ball. He gets a poor touch on it. It goes out of bounds.
So we're just under 3.5 minutes left in this final overtime period.
Deep throw in up the line there. That's to Vangel Catula. Try to get that cross in by Lindeberg, but scooped up. That's booted to midfield. 3 minutes left to play in here. Good touch down.
Only a few possessions for each team left with only 3 minutes remaining.
They're going to be giving everything they have now. Anything left in the tank will be used.
We have a corner here now.
Well blocked there by Honguisto, I believe.
Almost the entire field now covered in shadows. The sun's really getting late.
That could play in favor of the Corsairs at this very moment, though. There's 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. No more sun from that angle. These corner kicks are going to be much easier to hit. Not very well crossed in. Westbrook over the ball at the moment, and he gets by his first defender. He's still over the ball. His defender manages to get back with him. It's Declan Foley. Foley's still on him. The ball ends up with another Plymouth player who then chips it forward over to number 9. It's Eric Armskog.
Now the Panthers have possession deep in the Corsairs' end. And see, only a minute 40 left. See what they can do.
Minute 40 left. That's right. We're about to see some plays here. Going to see what the Panthers can do. We know time's ticking down. Will they bring up Micah Peterson, who's been playing back on defense? Try to put everybody up there and get the most out of this opportunity. To throw into Dan Shaw, who gets a good header in. Unfortunately defended away by number 7 there, Vangel Catula. Great slide tackle from Shaw, who gets a good give-and-go pass. Back to Shaw, who unfortunately can't keep control of it.
That's way offsides.
Way offsides. Micah Peterson does a great job playing midfield line there. Corsairs player not really doing the best job of being aware of where Micah was at. Regardless, I think Lindeberg would have ended up with that ball anyways. That ball was just hit too hard.
Yeah, the way he's been playing and getting off his line tonight, I agree.
40 seconds left in this match. Lindeberg with a kick at midfield. Most of the players up at the 18-yard box. Here's a cross. Short on the 18-yard box. It's out to the far sideline now. Micah Peterson, who's there, defends it away to the line. 20 seconds left.
It's Corsairs ball with only 17 seconds. I think this might go down as a tie.
It looks as though that the Corsairs are going to get that tie today.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Holding the ball on the sideline, and that is going to be it. Score today, 0-0. Plymouth State Panthers took on the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs, and it just did not end like how most of us would have predicted. Corsairs doing a great job playing defense, getting to offense, not creating so many opportunities, but really just keeping that ball at the midfield and not letting the Panthers get by their defense.
I think overall as a game, if I was the Panthers, I would be fairly disappointed because they worked hard. They had tons of chances to get balls on net and get balls in the net. They just couldn't execute that final touch to get it in the back of the net. If I was the Corsairs, I wouldn't be quite as disappointed. I look at them as more defending the tie and not necessarily like losing the win, but defending the tie, and I think they did a good job for the teammates the players they have out there on the field, And I think the Panthers will be a little bit disappointed going home tonight.
With their record coming into today's game, the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs are definitely feeling okay about this tie today.
Your first non-loss of the season.
Exactly, and it comes in a conference matchup. So to them, great job. The Panthers also a great job today. Linus Lindenberg between the poles, not letting anything by, becoming a brick wall, really doing a good job saving those low shots. And we see a couple of shot opportunities. We know Cam Bunn playing the left winger. He did a great job getting that ball up, creating space for himself, and doing a good job keeping that ball at his feet. We're going to hope to see a better game from the Panthers. The next one, hopefully put one in the back of the net. Anything else to say about this, Alex?
Well, upside, I guess, is Lindenberg. He improves his save percentage. He had a great game as well as Castro on the other side of the field. Both goaltenders had a great game, and defenders as well. Obviously, you can see that looking at the scoreboard, 0-0. Panthers are now 2-2-2, a bunch of twos on their record this season.
Still have some games left to play, so we're going to see what they could do with those and create a better standing for themselves. But that is it for this game. We do have a post-game interview with Coach Parker Spear. Stick around to watch that, and we're going to head to messages at this moment. This is PBTV Little East Network and PBTV signing off.